Welcome back to A View to a Grill. I'm Johnny. Today we're going to do some smoked ghee on the Golden's cast iron mini Kamado. First, let's talk about the setup. In my Kamado, I have some leftover charcoal that I've already cleaned up. And in my Weber chimney starter, I have it filled up about halfway with some oak wood chunks. We'll get the chimney starter started and wait for all of that wood to completely ash over. Once it's completely ashed over, I'll get that into the mini Kamado. I'll be using the sear plate today because I want to diffuse the heat for the cook. And on top of that, I'll place both of my grill grates. Now I'll set up the ThermoWorks ambient temperature thermometer. We'll get the lid closed and start bringing the Kamado up to temp. Our target temperature for the first part of this cook is going to be in between 250 and 275 degrees. Now before we put the butter into the Kamado, we're going to have to let this smoke clear up. And once the smoke clears up, it's time to smoke our ghee. Today I'm going to be using 3 sticks of unsalted butter in my cast iron pan. We'll just get that into the Kamado and close the lid, and we're going to let this go for about 10 to 15 minutes. And also, since the Kamado is burning so clean right now, I decided to add 1 wood chunk right underneath the firebox, and then I'll just shake the firebox a little bit to drop those lit ambers onto my wood chunk so that I can get some additional smoke flavor. And as you can see, it caught that wood chunk on fire very nicely. Now 10 to 15 minutes later, we actually have clarified butter because the milk solids have separated from the fat. If you wanted clarified butter, you can take it off right now and you'll have some wonderful tasting clarified butter that would go really good on some popcorn. But we're looking for smoked ghee, so we're going to brown those solids just a little bit, and to do that we're going to have to raise our temperature up in between 275 degrees and 300 degrees. You don't want it to get too hot because you're going to raise the risk of burning your solids, and your ghee will not taste good if you do that. Now it's been about 10 minutes, so let's check on it. As you can see, since we raised the temperature, we have this nice little simmer going on. We don't want this to be a rolling boil because we'll burn those solids. This nice little simmer is all we want, but we're going to go for a little bit darker color for a deeper, richer flavor. We'll check on it again in about 5 minutes, and look at it now. It is actually darkened just a little bit. Now this is the color that I like my ghee. You can actually go darker than this if you want. So if you're going to do this kind of recipe, just play around with the color a little bit till you find out where you like your ghee. And just to show you the difference between that clarified butter look and the look of the ghee, check this out side by side. You can tell pretty much a drastic difference in the color from clarified butter to a nice rich golden brown color of ghee. Now all you have to do is carefully strain it to catch those milk solids and to try and leave as much of the solids inside of the pan as you can. And as you can see, the milk solids in the pan are just brown. They're not dark brown or burnt, and that's exactly how I want it. And then all you have left is this liquid gold. You can use for anything from gravies to lightly frying a pan-seared steak. It's totally delicious, and if you've never tried this, give it a try. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, why not? Go ahead and do that now. Thank you for watching A View to a Grill. I'll see y'all later. Take care, y'all.